Hello, Guilders, and welcome back to Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Thank you so much for your patience. We return to the party. How did y'all want to handle this this gelatinous cube that is currently kind of slamming impotently against the door, attempting to get at y'all?
There's no way to communicate with this thing, right?
Go ahead and give me an Arcana or a Survival check.
Okay. I think they're both the same because I'm not proficient in either. Let's... $19, but if someone... Can anyone help me with this in any way?
Yeah. Well, you're all the way over there, but yeah.
Does
Yeah.
anyone know how to communicate with these things?
Amazing. With a natural 20, man, this is like the 5th natural 20 tonight. This is
Listen, Timbo, we can't let it know we know.
I'm gonna say with the natural 20 Arcana check, I think that there is a very basic, maybe not language that oozes in general speak, but they do have a way of communicating at the very least with each other. The depth of the level of communication is a point of speculation, I would say, amongst like trained individuals in magic. But I think that there definitely is a consensus amongst folks that oozes do talk. They just talk using like vibration on a literal level.
Okay. And with that nat 20, could I simulate that through an instrument or magic?
Sure. You know what? Because you rolled that nat 20, I'm going to say yes. You can play an instrument that you have proficiency in. You can make a performance check. And, well, okay, what are you attempting to tell the cube?
I want it to stand down, not and convey that we are friends.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a performance check. I'll say DC 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
25 on a drum too. Very, very appropriate. Okay, so you tap out the message. How do you place the drum up against the door that you know it's like bonking up against?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put the drum kind of close to it, and then I'll just start kind of smacking it so that it knows that we're friends and not to attack.
I love it. With the 25, you feel the cube stop pounding the wall, and then you feel through the drum that are you still holding the drum to the wall?
Yes, of course.
As you hold the drum to the wall, you feel a reverberation come through it. Go ahead and make me an insight check at disadvantage as you attempt to understand its response.
Okay.
This one is DC
Melkiel,
10.
can I have guidance?
Yes, you can. Well, yeah, I'm over there. I'll be over there. Yeah, I'll give you some guidance.
Oh God.
Oh, but that's not with the guidance though. You got the guidance, right?
That's true, but you said DC 10, right?
DC 10.
Listen.
I gotta get a
3 or
4
4
higher.
50-50 chance.
No.
1.
No.
So close. The reverberations, it just seems meaningless to you. Like you don't understand.
All right, let's kill it. Let's go around and just cheese it.
There's a weird skull floating in it.
It's
Probably
true.
aim for
I want it.
Oh.
The silence after Gobloidus said, "I want." It was so funny. Um, I'm gonna say. God damn it. Okay, sorry. Continuous tech issues. I'm gonna buy a new microphone this week. It's gonna be fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna, because I don't think that there's any tension in this moment. I'm just gonna hand wave. If you guys want to slaughter the cube, you can do so fairly effortlessly just by blasting it through the doorways.
Okay.
So then we started blasting.
Then you started
Yeah.
blasting. With much to do, you slay the cube, which falls into just kind of like piles of muck and ooze, very acidic in nature. But as the kind of larger kind of pieces fall away, the structure holding it up, the skull kind of tumbles down to the hard ceramic floor with a hard like dink noise as it connects.
All right, Gobloidus, I'll mage hand it over to him. Here you go.
Gobloidus
Oh,
was
thank you.
Gobloidus running through the muck to go meet it floating over to him.
Ow! Oh, burns. Acid. Oh.
You
Amazing.
can wipe it. You can wipe it off. You know that. Like we have so many people with prestidigitation. We can just fix that.
Wipe me.
I'll start cleaning up big goop. A hazard in the area. Prestidigitating as I go. I won't prestidigitate Gobloidus, but I will clean up the area.
Amazing.
Cool. What's the skull?
Yeah, Gobloidus, as you pick up the skull, go ahead and make me a nature check. You find that the skull itself, funnily enough, is covered in glass.
Mel can help as well. Interested in the skull.
Five.
Ah,
Six with help.
I see.
Amazing. Gobloidus, it's the skull. It's definitely a skull. It belonged to somebody who lived once. It was in their head.
Would you like me to take a look? Is that all right? I'll give it right back.
Yeah. Seems useless. You can have it.
Amazing. Melkiel, go ahead and make a nature check.
Okay, can I do medicine?
Sure.
Never mind, I don't fucking know anything.
Definitely a humanoid skull in nature. Some kind of humanoid.
Oh man, oh geez. All right, well it's covered in glass, right?
It is like, yeah, almost as if it like gilded in glass. Like it's very, very perfect on it.
Okay. Amel, while he's holding it, just like makes contemplative noises and then gives it back to Gobloidus. It's very interesting. You know, you should hold on to that. And just walks away.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
it's a
usually-
fascinating piece.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it now. It's like art.
Amazing.
You see the bits where the bone is covered in glass? It's very interesting.
Yeah. Who has a head made of glass? That's just silly.
Precisely, exactly. It's very fascinating. But you keep that. Just like walks away with his like hands behind his back like a professor.
I just love the mental image of Gobloidus just standing there with the glass skull as Mel walks out of frame. That's really good. Amazing. You also you would have noticed this as well when you entered into the room the first time. There are 3 doors leaving this environment. 2 to the west and 1 to the south.
Okay.
I think I'll open this lower one.
Absolutely. You crack that door open and you find that it leads kind of almost back in an interconnecting way. You recognize one of the hallways that you see as as the same path that you would have taken
cheers.
to get to the traps. Yes.
Yeah.
At the center of this room, though, is it's a quite odd shape. It is like almost like it's like a mound of gold that like almost looks like it was poured on top of the altar in the middle of this room, like in molten state, if that makes sense. Like it looks like it like almost like a dollop of molten gold was just kind of left there.
I'm feeling super suspicious after we just dealt with a big ooze. When you say molten, could I do some kind of insight check or I don't know, like Arcana to see if it's another ooze?
Sure. As you're so that I think that's the first thing that you notice as you kind of look through the door. It's very bright and shiny, and it very much catches your attention. As you're like, man, this is weird. You go to start like thinking about how you want to investigate. You look at the walls of the room, and you see that the walls have been carved into lidless eyes and gaping mouths, and black mildew is like dripping from them, and they're like various carved into the walls in like various places. So yes, feel free. What type of check would you like to make?
I think Arcana would be the best one for me.
Absolutely. Are you wanting to investigate the altar itself or the walls? Anything in particular?
The gold.
The gold. You got it. Go ahead and make that Arcana check.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
a 14.
As you look at the gold, it definitely looks like it is being held there magically, right? Like it doesn't look like it has been hardened. It looks like it is still kind of like flowing beneath this force of magic.
Gobloidus, be careful. I have some concerns about this gold. And I'll take a step
What do you
back.
mean?
I think that there is something happening that is causing it to be suspended where it is. And I think I would be fine just not knowing why it needs to be suspended where it is. Does that make sense? And she's kind of edging away from the table.
I mean, the gold looks cool. The walls look scary.
Yeah, do those walls look significant in any way? I mean, does this look like a proper religious altar?
That's a great question, Melkiel. Go in and make me a religion check.
PP stinky unless someone wants to help. That's a 10.
Would someone like to assist?
I'll help you.
Okay. Let's give this another go. Okay. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is much better. Absolutely. As you are looking at these lidless eyes and the gaping mouths carved into the walls, you recognize that, especially with the mildew dripping from them, that these are representational of the demon lord Jubilex, who is the demon lord of slimes, oozes, and all things goopy.
Okay. Yeah, Mel relays all of that. It seems we've found ourselves in a den of Jubilex, so that explains this slime and maybe some others. Does he notice anything about this altar specifically, or what might be placed on it?
as you move up to the altar, so this like dollop of gold is kind of on the altar itself, and as you walk up, you do see from your like background in religion, like from your proficiency in religion, you recognize that there is abyssal script carved into like the base of the altar. Does anybody speak abyssal?
No.
I do.
Amazing. Henrietta, you know, in as Melkiel points at it, it says in abyssal, a gift of flesh willingly given can feed our eternal hunger.
Oh, so listen. I think my my initial concern was correct. Do you remember a while back, Gobloidus, there was the big sword that you couldn't get rid of?
Remember, it's still in my backpack. It's very heavy.
I think that this might also be some sort of cursed item, that it maybe eats us. It's asking for a flesh sacrifice, so best to probably not touch.
Oh. So, he's hungry.
Yes.
Okay. I'll step back here. And then, let me see what I got in my backpack. I got like a tooth.
No, I don't think we
No,
should feed it.
No, but he's hungry.
I got that hand.
Okay, if we feed it, we're going to be on the other side of the door, throw and close the door.
Did Henrietta read out what it said verbatim?
Sure.
Okay. Mel is just like, well, it also says willingly given. That hand, it wasn't willingly given to you. It's a sacrifice of your own flesh, I would assume. So if we give it something that was not willingly given, we may just end up angering whatever this. It might bring something towards us that would be very upset at the improper offering.
Okay.
You think he's that picky? I don't know. I got this piece of troll meat. Gobloidus tucks it into the gold.
Mel
Amazing.
just back turned, explaining all of this to Hex while Gobloidus is shoving it into the gold.
Yeah, Gobloidus, you shove this piece of like meat into this goop. It like strains and bends underneath the pressure of this flesh as it pushes in, and you see the stasis field break and pop, and the ooze flows down more freely onto the altar and consumes this piece of troll meat with like diodes and metal and weird things sticking out of it. Gobloidus, as you're doing this, I'm gonna give you the opportunity. You just fed this thing. Like, what do you want next from this situation? Like, you want to make it peaceful? You want to make it friendly? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I want to talk to it.
Amazing.
Super friendly, I guess.
Amazing. I'm gonna say, animal handling check at disadvantage as this thing is like kind of like sliming, oozing over you. But I'm gonna say people can give you the help action if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll help out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 20.
Oh my god, all the nat 20s.
That is incredible. So this slime, it's pretty small in nature, actually. Like, it looks like it was kind of like frozen mid-stretch, and the goop kind of slinks down onto Gobloidus, and you feel it begin to like burn you slightly as it is kind of beginning to encoat you. But then as the meat of the troll is fully enveloped, you feel a kind of shock jump between you and the meat inside of the jelly. And as this happens, the meat like beats almost like heartbeat-esque, and you see it begin to regrow and then be consumed and continue to regrow. And as this happens, the jelly, the golden, this bright gold jelly, it stops burning you, Gobloidus. It stops trying to eat you, and it becomes like you feel it almost like curl in on itself slightly, so it's making a slightly harder jellied surface, so its acidic body doesn't harm you, and it kind of like slimes onto you, like onto your jacket a little bit, and it kind of coats you in a almost like a weird hug.
Oh, hey, guy. Look, he's nice.
It looks tame on Gobloidus, right?
You see this slime acting in a way that I don't think any of you ever have before. Like it almost looks placid as it is sitting there, the meat continuously generating and being eaten away inside its inside of it, taking it along with it. It almost looks like Gobloidus has a shiny new cape.
Oh.
Amazing.
Is it getting bigger? It's my next question.
Go ahead and make me an insight check.
Oh no. It's natural 20. Bella's so worried.
Another natural 20. This is unbelievable. You see it slowly beginning to get like a little bit bigger, but it doesn't look like it's growing rapidly or anything like that. It looks like it's like maybe gaining some mass from the troll meat, but it looks pretty minimal.
Okay. Mel is just like doing that thing where, both the hands together underneath the nose, just like, this can go so poorly very quickly.
Okay. Glad it's not just me. Okay.
No, it's not. And it's the more we feed it, the more you feed it, Gobloidus, the bigger it's going to get. I know that you're friends with it right now, and it is something that you have decided. Remember that skull I gave you? Are you sure you don't want to keep the skull instead and put this back?
I think we should keep it.
You...
Man, I don't like this skull. Throws it away.
The skull hits the hard stone floor and just shatters. It just shatters.
Oh my god.
Okay.
As that happens, like a burst of magical energy goes up.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. So, okay.
Hey, guys, I got a new cape.
Mel just walks out of the room.
Yep. Have your moment. That's fine.
Gobloidus is just doing like fucking catwalk spins. It's Melkiel and Henrietta.
Yeah, and he's just... Gobloidus is feeling himself.
Yeah, how'd you know? I'm up on the altar, dancing about with my new cape.
Incredible. Amazing.
So listen, we've already seen 2 oozes. There are 2 more doors. I'm partial to not opening the doors.
I wholeheartedly agree. I do not think we should open any more of these doors.
Hey, Gobloidus, Hex, want to meet the rats?
But we got so many more doors to open.
No, think about the rats. The people who can turn into rats. Isn't that cool?
That's cool. Hey, what's in this door?
Mel just turns to Henrietta, just like getting really close to her, and it's just like, Etta.
We're gonna die down here.
I'm making no, you and I are not. I'm making an executive decision to use my healing sparingly and very specifically. If there's
Listen.
he takes her hands. If you and I, we're going to walk away from.
Listen,
I
I just feel like we're learning nothing. We keep running into a wall and thinking it's not going to be a wall.
benefit of the doubt isn't working. I'm doing my
No,
best.
that's what I'm saying. I just at what point are Hex and Gobloidus going to see that we're dying? We keep dying.
Honestly, I mean, I hate to say it, but maybe they just need to. I do have it. He just like flashes a diamond. I have a diamond. Maybe they just need to learn.
Just die once. See how that goes for
just
them.
once. I know that's a horrible thing to say.
Interesting.
But sometimes learning, you can learn by experience much better than you can by teaching. I've
I
made
do
an
feel better
executive
knowing
decision.
you have that. Yeah, if they want to open the door, I'll let them open the door.
And
I'm gonna stand 20 feet back, but they can open the door.
This just might be natural selection. Who are we to interfere? He just leads back.
This is such a good, just whispered happening. Like, I love it. Basic. Yeah, Gobloidus, you crack the door. Hex, are you with Gobloidus standing there?
100%.
Amazing. So you crack the door open. You see that it appears in this room. It looks like somebody had been doing some digging, but it looks like it's whatever excavation had been happening in this room. Whatever work was being done, it was not stable, and it looks like part of the room collapsed, and then whomever was working in here gave up. But it is empty, other than some debris and rubble.
Hey, you know what my cape reminds me of? It's something I found in the trash a long time ago, in the city trash. Maybe Henrietta would know it. It's like a butterscotch candy. He looks like butterscotch.
I found a lot of different things that look like butterscotch in the sewers. Are you sure it was butterscotch?
That's a good point.
Kicks open the door. Let's go in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really just a dusty room. It's kind of, there's really nothing going on in here as your torches alight, your light sources. It's just, you're the first feet in here in a while. It does look like there were some tunnels that were dug out of this room a little bit, but it's mostly just filled with dust in here.
I'd like to use a wand of secrets.
Sure. As you pull the wand of secrets from your pouch and activate it, it begins to sparkle and then flashes out.
Does that mean we found something, Gobloidus?
There's nothing here.
Dang.
It fizzled out.
But you do see that there are two cracks in the wall that you can squeeze through. One to the north, one to the south, and one to the east.
I think we should try the east, Gobloidus.
Sure.
It's like watching them crawl through.
They literally get like on their hands and knees to squeeze through the thing.
Okay, well,
Go through.
the door.
Yes, I think the door is the preferable.
Yeah, you go through the doorway and it leads to the exact same location, except much less dusty and dirty.
Lovely.
We took the good way.
We took the best way.
Well, let's go onward.
Okay.
Yes. So you see that the path leads to another hall leading up to the north, and as you make your way here, this entire hallway is just filled with just debris, detritus. It looks like
More expansions.
well, there's a little bit of that, but there's a lot of furniture pieces that have been like smashed and broken here. And Gobloidus, as you round the corner, you see blood.
It's fresh.
It's fresh. You can smell death and fresh blood in the air.
Oh shit! Something dangerous going on here, guys.
Ah, shit.
And what do we intend to do?
You can decide, MD.
Me, well, I mean,
Is it fresh blood?
Yep.
Yes.
Yikes.
okay. Yeah, if so, okay. This is with, okay, yeah. Can he listen to hear to see if anyone is like calling for help or like fighting, struggling?
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a perception check. And anybody can make a perception check.
Oh, boo, 9.
Perception.
17.
A dirty 20.
Nice.
Hex, did you want to make a perception?
Sure. 11.
Okay. So, other than like the detritus and the debris, y'all don't really notice anything. There aren't any obvious like cries for help or anything like that, or sobs or gasping, anything like that. Henrietta and Gobloidus, I think, much the same as the others, but you hear a steady and incessant like dripping noise, like like the sound of like blood draining almost onto like a surface, right? Like it's just a consistent drip, 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 drip.
Hey, where's the fluff?
Oh, you definitely find some fluff. It looks like like couch fluff for sure. And then there's also passages to the south as well. And all these passages and tunnels appear to be carved out of the stone walls.
Since Mel didn't hear that or doesn't hear anything, if someone were in danger, then of course I would want to, go assist them, but that looks like a sizable amount of blood to lose. It could be a larger creature. Perhaps they got hurt and they're going to nurse their wounds.
Sorry, Timbo, what is it that was heard?
Like basically the sound of like blood draining onto stone floors.
So, I think that whatever is being drained of blood is dead at this point. Kind of a mute being drained situation. Not like, oh no, my blood. It's like hung up with hooks, probably. Dead.
Then
Like somebody's eating a heel.
I mean, that means there's someone who's harvesting that delicious meat.
It just makes me think of the troll we ran into earlier, who had like the meat altars and wanted to kill us really badly.
Uh-huh.
we do have passage. We do know where we need to go in order to continue onward, to go
Remember
down.
were-rats? Were-rats? People who can turn into rats?
And were-rats is pretty cool.
And there is a lot of walking. I think if we get started now, we can get there in a reasonable amount of time.
To meet the rat guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, rat brother time.
Yeah, if we keep going down, what's up?
As you go down, you see that it again becomes a crack in the wall, similar to the one Hex and Gobloidus had squeezed through. Let me reveal this real quick. Boop.
Okay. Well, generally speaking, I think this might lead back to where we want to go. So shall we?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Gobloidus would like to use the Wand of Secrets in this corner.
One of these
Eh.
days.
And go to the
You're gonna
bathroom a
get
little
it.
bit.
You're gonna get a win.
And go to the bathroom a little bit.
That's fair.
Amazing. Yeah, Gobloidus, you pull the wand out. You hold it aloft and grip it just right, and it glows again briefly and then fizzles out, and there are no secret doors nearby.
Oh, darn.
And then you have a really satisfying piss to make up for the dissatisfaction of the
There
wand
you go.
fizzling. There we go.
Finally some privacy.
Mel is just around the corner.
It literally.
It's like anxiously worried about Gobloidus being alone and the slime being like, now's my chance. And just like listening to Gobloidus take this piss. And it's just like,
Amazing. Gobloidus, you come back around the corner. You see Mel standing there waiting for you.
What's up? You got some sour milk? I'm thirsty.
no, no, I would hate to fill you back up after you've emptied yourself. Just, we're going on. We're just keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, Gobloidus will happily snug into the tunnel here.
Amazing. All right, awesome. So, yeah, and at this point, I think you would probably just be seeing, as you guys make your way back to the T junction, you would see the bugbears kind of filtering on off down to Goblin Town as they kind of strut. You see initially like the guards are like a little nervous, but then the first bugbear that you had converted Gobloidus, he's leading the way, and he said he kind of gives a spiel about meeting you and the rest of the cheese lovers and how they saved them and how they want to join Goblin Town, and they let them on in.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Would you like me to just like warp y'all over to the relevant spot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
It's the one down.
Fast travel button, please.
Yes, for expediency's sake, we will go to the last place most recently traveled.
Oops. Hey, there we go.
All right, perfect.
Oh, these boots are made for walking.
Oh, sorry. I tried to
Bless
mute.
you.
Bless you. You're fine. The seasons are changing.
All right. Well. How's this new hallway looking, Timbo?
Sorry, yeah. Another bug problem.
No worries.
Thank you for your patience. Yeah. So the hallway to the right just terminates, but the hallway to the left continues onward. to reveal a longer tunnel. As y'all are making it going down this way, go ahead and make me perception checks.
Do. Oh, that was almost a natural 20. What?
The 23.
20.
A 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna say so. Gobloidus and Henrietta, again, you hear the rest of the party. Y'all don't hear anything out of the ordinary. But as you are making your way around the corner, you two specifically hear the sounds of like almost like hovering. Like it sounds like some kind of creature is keeping itself aloft using like almost like a fly spell or a hover spell, but it feels like it's a natural occurrence that's happening. Like it feels like not like wings necessarily, but like it literally feels like something is like hovering under its own power. But I'm gonna say Henrietta, because you rolled so high, 23, you get the sense that it's also off. Like it doesn't sound right, this hovering noise. Like it's like an octave lower and like 2 beats slower than it should be. It's weird. It sounds off to you. And the sound increases in decibels as you progress down the hallway.
All right, everybody eyes up. There's something flying and it's weird.
Do y'all progress stealthily down the hallway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stealthy.
With my 0.
Perfect. Everybody go ahead and roll stealth.
These heels are made for sneaking.
Ooh.
21.
21.
Nice.
Yeah, do something for me.
With my +6, I got a 9.
Oh.
You all manage to press up. Henrietta, you stumble over a little bit of rubble in the hallway that you miss initially, but the rest of the party is able to cover up the sound. And you are able to push up as a group to this far ledge here. So feel free to move up to this spot.
Peek in the corner. And is it dark all the way down? Or have there been like torches and whatnot still?
There is like light emanating out of this hallway, out of this room.
Okay.
Melkiel, as you go around the corner, you begin to step out and peek, and you get a shiver like runs up your spine, and you recognize that whatever's making that sound, even you can hear it now, and it's definitely floating like right around the corner. Do you still step out into the open?
No, I'm gonna take a little peek-see if I can with my 15.
Yeah, absolutely. As you peek out around the corner, you see a horrifying sight, an absolutely disgusting visage of a floating skull with tentacled stalks with eyes at the end protruding out of it, sitting there rotting away. Well, not sitting, because it's floating under its own power as it buffets kind of back and forth, looking like almost unseeingly with its eye stalks at the direct place you were just about to walk around into, Melkiel.
Ooh, backtrack, back up. Do I know this creature? Do I know what this creature is?
Go ahead and make me an Arcana check or a Nature check with, yeah, or Nature check.
Oh, okay. Guidance.
Quiet guidance.
Quiet guidance. 16.
16.
Nature.
You know that this is a beholder.
Ooh, hate that.